Venezuela's president has challenged Elon Musk to a fight and he has accepted. If you follow Elon Musk on Twitter, you might have realized that in the past couple of weeks, he has tweeted a lot about Venezuela. So what's been happening in Venezuela and why is its president trying to fight Musk? On Sunday, July 28, the people of Venezuela took to the polls to elect a new president. The election was highly anticipated since it would determine if current President Nicolás Maduro would rule for a third term. Maduro has been in power since 2013 when he succeeded former President Hugo Chavez, the leader of the left-wing Chavista party, who was elected in 1999 and ruled until his death. Since his rise to power, Maduro has pushed the country towards what many consider a dictatorship. He has imposed authoritarian measures such as cracking down on opposition, protests, and freedom of the press, and taking control of the Congress. Not only that, the government has failed to address an economic crisis that is so bad that it has driven 7.1 million Venezuelans to flee the country, making it one of the worst refugee crises in the world. Given Venezuelans' dissatisfaction with Maduro and his party, the opposition party led by Maria Corina Machado believed that they had a chance of winning. Machado became a central figure in the opposition for calling at Maduro's government's human rights abuses and demanding democratic reforms. She won her party's primary elections with 90% of the votes, but then the government banned her from running over corruption. The opposition then proposed Edmundo Gonzalez, a former diplomat who never considered being a presidential candidate, to run against Maduro. And polls showed Gonzalez could win more than 50% of the votes. On Monday, the Electoral Committee, which is made up mostly of Maduro's party members, announced that Maduro had won the election again with 51.2% of the votes, while Gonzalez received 44.2%. Hours later, the opposition said they had actually obtained the victory with 70% of the votes. The opposition is now calling for the government to show a detailed count of the votes to prove there has not been fraud. Several countries are refraining from acknowledging Maduro's win, and people like Elon Musk are calling the elections a fraud. Musk, who criticizes almost every left-wing government and party, has been vocal about his dislike of Maduro's policies, saying they have ruined Venezuela and even called him a dictator. Maduro has accused Musk of organizing attacks against Venezuela and then decided to challenge him to a fight.
Elon Musk, vamos a darnos. Pero vente para acá, en el poliedro tú y yo. Si te gano, Elon Musk, te acepto el viaje a Marte.
A date has not yet been set for Musk and Maduro's fight, but Musk has said that if he wins, Maduro must resign as a dictator, and if Maduro wins, Musk will give him a free rocket ride to Mars. Meanwhile, thousands of Venezuelans are taking to the streets to protest against what they say is unfair elections and Maduro's government. Follow for more stories from around the world.